In this video, we'll see in detail about entire process using Rigify Human Meter Rig. Log into Creative Park CO to download the model. Creative Park. Expect the unexpected. Rigify is an automatic rigging addon that creates all the body and facial controls. To enable Rigify, go to File, User Preferences. Select the Addons tab, and then scroll to the bottom and click the checkbox next to Rigify. In this video I will be using girl character. Download link is given below the description. The scale size is set in metric units. It is most important to organize the name of objects as shown in the outliner. Make sure all transformations of the model is set to 0. Select all and press Ctrl A. Apply all transforms. Now let's add Rigify armature. Press Shift A in object mode and choose Human Meter Rig. To keep armature always in top of mesh, click the checkbox in front from Object Property panel. We need to scale down the armature or scale down the mesh. For this scene, we actually want to scale down the armature because we already set the transforms to 0 value to the girl model. Scale the armature approximately to fit the model. You can see the head mesh is little bigger in proportion. Before adjusting the joints, click the checkbox X-axis mirror which automatically adjusts the other side. Carefully select the facial joints alone and scale to fit the proportion of the mesh. Let's finally check to adjust the placements of joints before generating the rig. It's important to reset the armature's transforms, since we scaled the armature. To do this, go to Object Mode, press Ctrl A, apply all transforms. Finally, it's time to generate the rig. To generate rig, in Object Mode, click Generate Rig, in Rigify buttons from Object Data Property panel. Once we generate the rig, we can hide the meter rig for now. It's always good to keep meter rig in a separate layer, in case we need to adjust or regenerate rig again. For example, you decide to add something more detail to your character ponytail. You can regenerate your rig without losing your previously generated features. After human rig generation, you can see a new armature named Rig will be added to your scene. The character rig you have generated will contain all the control features. Before we bind armature to the geometry, let's create a new collection for non-deforming geometries. Select the eyeballs and upper and lower teeth. Press Hotkey M to create a new collection. We will not assign any weights to eyeballs and teeth. In this scene, we'll parent the eyes and teeth to the respected bones directly. To get a clear view, let's hide the girl mesh for now. The last 3 layers are the bone layers. Later we'll see in detail about bone layers. Click the last bone layer to keep visible. Now select the hair and the armature in Object Mode, press Ctrl and Tab to pose mode. Carefully select the bone spine 006 and press Ctrl plus P from drop down menu, set parent to the bone. We'll repeat the same process to the eyeballs and teeth, but need to select with different bone joints. Select the left eye and select the joint named ORGIL. Press Ctrl plus P from drop down menu, set parent to the bone. For upper teeth, select the bone named upper teeth ORG teeth T. Now let's bind the girl geometry to the rig. First select the girl geometry and shift select the armature in object mode. Press Ctrl plus P from the drop down menu, select set parent to with automatic weights. Automatic weights will create vertex groups for the geometry and assign the weights within each groups automatically with proximity based weights to each bone. As you can see, when we deform the armature widgets in pose mode, the girl geometry deforms along with bones in a smooth and organic way. The Rigify layers have custom parameters in View 3D panel that appears when the rig is selected. This toggle controls the armature layer visibility. It has the same effect of enabling and disabling the layer visibility from armature layers menu. We'll hide the girl geometry for now. First 29 layers are mainly used for animators, which contains control widgets. Layer 30, which contains the deformation bones. This is the only layer that will be parented to geometry. As you can see, all the joints are in green color. In pose mode, the joints in green color indicates that each joint holds vertex groups. Layer 31, which contains all constraints joints, which is used to drive other joints. Layer 32, which contains the original bones, which are similar to the meter rig. Now let's start fixing the weights to the girl geometry. There are two different ways to paint weights. The first one, select the geometry itself in object mode and go to paint weight. You have to know to which bone the vertex group belongs. Press Shift and right click. From the drop down menu, select the bone which you want to paint weight. The other way is to first select the bone in object mode and shift select the geometry. Now you can left click to select the bones. There are 4 different colors to indicate the value of paint weights. Red color indicates the bone contains 100% weights. Blue color indicates there are no weights assigned to the bone. Yellow color has 75% of bone weights, and green color has 50% of bone weights. Now let's set up the brush. We will see 2 different types of brushes that are mainly used. Add will add weight to the bone. Subtract will remove weight from the bone. Now let's start to paint from head mesh. Before we start, do not forget to click the checkbox Auto Normalize and X Mirror from Tools in View 3D panel. Auto Normalize understands how to share the weights based on the colors. By clicking X Mirror, you paint one side of the body, it automatically paints the other side. As you can see, the collar mesh is also affected when we deform jawbone. It's a simple trick to fix it. In edit mode, select a single vertex in collar mesh and press hotkey L. From vertex weights panel, click the delete weight to joints you need to remove weights. Carefully select the joint you need to share weights. And set the value to 1, which is 100% weight shared to single joint you selected. Previously, I attached the hair mesh directly to the head bone because we never created any extra bone to control hair mesh. Let's move the hair mesh from non-deform group to the girl group, which we will bind to the rig. Let's add extra joints and controls to the hair mesh with the existing rig. To do that, select the meter rig. In edit mode, from object property panel, click Rigify buttons. In the drop down menu, you can see the list of pre-built bones. With these bones, we can create a custom rig from the scratch, or add extra bone to the existing rig. I highly recommend experimenting all the above options, which are used to create a custom rig with flexible control widgets. Now we'll start adding bones to ponytail. Select spine's point basic tail from the drop down. Click on add sample. You can see Rigify has created 3 armatures. Place the joints exactly in center of the ponytail mesh. Press hotkey E to extract joint to fit the tail mesh. The more number of joints you increase, the hair mesh will deform more flexible. Let's connect the tail joints. First select the tail joint and shift select the face joint. Press Ctrl P to make parent. From the drop down menu, select keep offset. Once we are done, in object mode, click Advanced Options. You can see 2 menus, Overwrite and New. New option will completely generate a new rig. Overwrite will regenerate on the existing rig. Now it's time to generate rig. Rigify takes few minutes to generate the rig. you can now see the control widgets. Let's bind the mesh to the rig. You can see the hair mesh deform smoothly along with control widgets. Thank you. See you soon in another video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell.